Welcome to the VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley.
And I am Coach Jay.
Back with another film breakdown. You guys know what we're here to do. We're going to talk about linebacker commit Jordan Burns jumped in the boat. I don't remember when. It wasn't too long ago. Kind of caught people off guard. Nobody knew it was coming, man. He just popped it out there, commits to Tennessee. I'm excited about this one. We did Kai Bates last week, 4-star defensive back. I feel like we get a little bit more bang for our buck. I guess that's what we'll say. Bang for our buck with Coach Jay when we're talking about defensive guys. So I'm excited to jump into Jordan Burns, but you guys know what to do right out of the gate. Smash the thumbs up just below the video. Quick, free, easy, helps the channel, all that jazz. You guys already know the deal. If this is your first time watching the Talkin VAWLS Network, I'm no expert, but I pull in people that know what they're talking about. Coach Jay coaches a little football out in California. He's a defensive guy. He coaches linebackers, so I'm excited about this one. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, click the bell for notifications, all that fun stuff. But let's jump into it. Let's talk about Jordan Burns. Depending on where you look, ESPN and Rivals have him as a 4-star linebacker on 3247. Have him as a 3-star linebacker, 6'1", 215 pounds, out of Atlanta, Georgia. I got to take an opportunity. I got to take a shot when I got a shot to attack people. Some of you guys are obsessed with the On3 recruiting prediction machine. Let's take a look at it right now. Jordan Burns committed June the 20th, but only gave Tennessee an 18% chance. I mean, he was going to Vanderbilt, right? 35%, Auburn, 21%. It doesn't always tell you the full story. Jordan Burns, again, committed back on June the 20th. Here's the quote when he committed. Talking about Brian Jean-Marie, the linebacker coach at Tennessee. He played a big role for me. He is a great coach. I can see what he can do for me in developing from the type of linebacker he has coached before. I feel well into what he has going on. Coach BJ, Coach Harbin, Coach Hype, Coach Banks, everybody a part of this staff is pretty much what I need and what I love. They asked him, what is Tennessee getting from Jordan Burns? He said, a hard worker and a dedicated player. I love it. Someone that is going to be a leader and that is not afraid to get in there and lead guys and do things the right way. But, Coach, what I want to ask you is because of what he said about Coach Brian Jean-Marie. Again, you're a linebacker coach. He's a linebacker coach. You're a defensive guy. He's a defensive guy. What do you think about Brian Jean-Marie 2 years into his tenure at Tennessee?
I like him a lot. I think during one of the live streams the other day, someone asked me what a couple of my favorite plays were that I've seen on offense and defense, and I kind of went right to a couple of different blitz packages Jean-Marie had put together for Beasley. And I just love how his linebackers play. I love how they kind of start up against the run. And I like how they always get better. I mean, look at Beasley, guys. Like, look at the growth that kid has had. We talked about it all last season. It was every single week that kid would get better. And not only against the run and in blitz packages, but he got better against the slant too, and against the inside stuff. So Coach Murray is just kind of coaching him up. To make a long story short, guys, guy is putting that resume on paper and getting these kids to be better. I expect another big jump out of Beasley this year, guys. I do. I flat out do. I think Peely will benefit from being in his system as well. And it's been well documented what I think of Mr. Arian Carter back there as well. So I'm really excited to see what Coach Murray can do with that young man. It's going to be very exciting.
Trying to think of all the timeline of when videos are going out. This past week, I made a video talking about the defense and was talking about Arian Carter and laughing because all the media is now jumping on board. They are jumping on board with the opinion that you had a long time ago about Arian Carter, but also just across the board, man. I'm excited to see what Elijah Herring and Caleb Perry can do. Like, I think there's going to be a big time competition for that second unit. And we know Brian Jean-Marie is going to rotate 4 guys, but Keenan Peely, Aaron Beasley are going to be your top 2. And then Arian Carter and who else? Is it going to be Elijah Herring? Is it going to be Caleb Perry? But I'm excited to watch the linebackers because, like you said, the development of Aaron Beasley, how much better does he get? If he takes the jump he took as from a sophomore to a junior, as a junior to a senior, he's going to have a special year, man. We're about to get completely derailed and start talking about 2023 because I'm getting excited about these linebackers, but we're here to watch a little film on Jordan Burns. So let's jump into it play Number 1, wait for it, big dog status, woof, woof.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know what y'all are waiting for too. You're watching, waiting, and watching for an absolute tackling clinic out of Mr. Burns as this video goes along. Kid who likes to arrive with a lot of aggression. Y'all know I like my linebackers a little bit mean, right? A little bit nasty, a little bit of that Alvin Mack from the program
Mm,
will never hurt you. We got trips to the bottom side of our screen, single wing formation. Jordan showing that pressure look, and he's lined up over the tight end who's going to release on a seam right here. During the Gage Ginther video, Boogie, we were talking about not picking up blitz packages and how easily offensive linemen get confused. And this play so much has a little bit of that in it right here, which we'll see between the guard and the tackle here, right? The tackle is going to completely ignore that he needs to pick off this blitzing edge guy and have his guard shuffle down to the defensive tackle, defensive end, that well, let's call it the five technique that's over him, and get a little mixed up. Well, Jordan's just going to blow through this here and murder him. There's not too much, uh, to go in this play. But why don't you take us to about the I don't know, maybe the 9-second mark right here, and we can just talk about the flash and the pan look
mm.
here, right? I mean, you'll see, right, that the guard has popped out to go block someone two positions away, right? And what's going to happen after this sack transpires is that offensive lineman's going to kind of point at him like, "What the hell were you doing, pal? Where were you on that one? You might want to help our quarterback." And when Boogie lets this go, guys, I mean, I hate to be cliche, but Boogie let it go. Knees to nuts happens at about 11 seconds if you're looking for it, but knees to nuts, ass down, head up, wrap up, hat on the ball, tackling drill, brilliance right here. Try to catch that 11-second mark if you can. Oh, just breaks in. You just want to split. No, I'm not going to stand up, but you just want to split your knee in between those dang nuts. Get that butt down, get that head up, wrap up, hat on the ball, bring those arms with aggressions. How many times do we see linebackers, cornerbacks throw that little shoulder shiver, and then the guy just bounces off and keeps running? Always bring those arms with you guys. Jordan Burns has no problem with it. Absolutely decleats that kid, and I'm here for it all day long.
So here's the deal. I know you guys are here for it all day long too. If you like to watch Coach Jay break down linebackers, if you don't see a different level of intensity when we're breaking down linebacker film, then I don't know what to tell you. Hit the thanks button down below. It's a super chat on a video. Hit that thanks button and tell Coach Jay what for. That's what I am challenging you guys to do. Look, these videos, they get good views. They get good views. They don't get breaking news views. So throw a tip in the tip jar. Hit that thanks button if you like to watch Coach Jay break down linebackers. Let's move on to the 23-second mark.
You got it. Yeah, kid can hit, right? Kid can play with speed. Kid's fast, no doubt. But hey, linebacker. We just talked about it with Coach Marion teaching the kids, can he guard pass, right? So here we got deuces from the offense, staggered deuces at that pistol formation. Play gets going right here. So as this play gets going, actually, look, you want to just play pause real quick, see if we can catch this bounce step from our linebacker here. Maybe just a little bit past this. Yeah, there we go. You see him pop outside to the wall off. See if you can freeze it when he. There you go. Yeah, look at that. Perfect square, level square we talked about last week in our cornerback video, right? And what does he know right here? Okay, you always want to talk about your triangle of reads from a linebacker, okay? What he knows is his inside linebacker has this walled off, this slant, this slot wide receiver. He's got him walled off. He's got help to the inside. His next responsibility in that triangle of reads would be the running back out of the backfield who is in pass protection. The third step of that read would be flats, okay? So at this point, he's flipped out to the wall off. He's read that. And now, if he's read everything, he's read the first read, read the second progression read, just like a quarterback. Right now, he needs to get his butt into the flats right away. Boogie, hit the play button. Let's see if he can do it. Right
Mm.
into the flat. Beautiful read. Got there even before the receiver turned around. Just really smart. Just quick pop. We talked about that bounce step. We talked about seeing linebackers previously on the film review taking a down step instead of a pop up step. Like the whole offensive line pops up. Red, done, pick. Uh, maybe not let that little measly guy tackle you, but we'll let you get away with that, Jordan. Well, okay, here moving right along, guys. I don't have too much to say on this one except you're welcome. Um, that's about it. Although I will say after this guy gets decapitated, Boogie, if you could stop at about the 45-second mark, it's about the point where you see his head rolling off of his shoulders a yard or two down the field. But you're welcome for the big hit. Let's just enjoy him absolutely deplete somebody and knock their head right off their shoulders real quick. And then I want to talk about something else kind of as the play ends. But let's see what we got. And it's yeah, so just pause at about that 45-second mark. Just a little, yeah, there you go, right there. All right, I just want to like talk about this for a second. So we see his helmet sitting off of his shoulder pads at about the 43-yard line. And you know what else we see is there's a girl on the sideline watching. Sorry, I'm dissecting too much. I know it's
I'm
about the
like, what?
43-yard line with her hands on her head, thinking, "What the hell happened?" About where my face is right now, there's a player doing the same exact thing. Coaches are walking looking concerned. Yeah, see the number 35 right there at about the 49-yard line, looking a little concerned. And if we look back around where the referee is on the sideline, right above Boogie's, where Boogie's head was, we see the second string quarterback putting his helmet on to come out because he knows that the starting quarterback just got his head taken off. If that's not a momentum hit, I don't know what is. I'm here for it. I love it. Welcome to Rocky Top, Jordan Burns. I waited for it. You gave it to me. I'm here for it. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Oh, that's the moments that I'm here for. Moving on to 118.
Yeah, absolutely. So we had a T formation here, right? Old school T formation football. Absolutely love it. So what we're going to get is the old school option from the T formation. So it's going to be a fake to that giant fullback they have in the backfield there. Up the gut, the quarterback is going to take it up the line to the wide side of the field, or our left, the top side of the screen. Going to take it the wide side, but you go ahead and let it just pop a second or two. Defense isn't a discombobulated 3-3-5, almost a 50 look, but there you go, right there. So what a lot of uh, outside backside linebackers would like to do here is to take an angle on that quarterback, right? That outside angle. But what you need to do is get flat and play sideline to sideline. How many times we hear everyone talk about line? Hey, that linebacker plays sideline to sideline, right? This is what we're talking about when people say something like that, Vol fam. So right here, he's not going to do the incorrect thing. He's not going to play the quarterback. He's going to play all the way down the line. Boogie, let it run. Let's watch him play sideline to sideline and just come all the way down the line. Look at this play. 4th and 9,
Wow.
guys. 4th and 9, all the way down the line, no gain. So that's a backside, outside linebacker on 4th down, making the play 18 yards down to the other sideline. Just an absolute monster of a play, playing sideline to sideline, trucking, reading correctly. It's just beautiful, and I love it. Absolutely love it here. Moving right along here. Okay, so we've got trips to the top side of the screen. We're in a little bit of a pistol formation here. Yeah, we're still in kind of that little bit of augmented 3-3-5, but I know Boogie just wants me to call a 4-3-5, 4-3
Yes.
defense right here, almost right. But he's going to be in that 3-3-5, and he's playing Leo on the bottom side of the line. This is a play where the running back believes he can pick up this blitzer in pass protection here. Um, it just doesn't work out for him, obviously, on the blitz, as we're about to see. When you're playing linebacker and you're coming off the edge like this, a lot of times you're going to swim through them. You're going to go outside, attack inside. You're going to dip and rip. You're going to swim. You're going to push, pull. You're going to bring the running back into the quarterback. But sometimes you just want to beast through him and run over the kid. Boogie, if you want to run it till about maybe a second after he hits the running back, we can talk about that. Just Jordan Bird's running through, uh, catches the old demolition man murder death kill on the hit here on the running back, and then keeps hustling through the play, sits him down, and go ahead and play it through to the sack. Boogie gets through the guard, mind you, after gets a hand through him, sticks with the play, gets the tackle. I love the emphaticness and the hard nosed mentality that Jordan Burns plays with. He plays fast, he plays aggressive, he plays to hit you. He's going to put that lick on that you hear 100,000 Vol faithful just kind of give that ooh, like that, that grumble through the stadium. That oh man, like we're here to play football. We're gonna set a tone. I love it from Jordan Burns. He plays fast. He plays with a bad disposition, but he doesn't play out of control.
Yeah, I mean, you go back to just talk about linebackers for just a second. 2023, we broke down Jeremiah Telander. He plays with that aggressiveness. We broke
Mm,
down Jalen Smith, Arian Carter. Now you move into the class of 24. Jordan Burns already in the boat. Edwin Spillman is a big one. And again, remember, keep in mind, we record these ahead of time. So if any commitments have happened, we don't know about them yet. Tylen Singleton, also a guy that
mm.
Tennessee is very much in the mix for. We'll see how it plays out, but we talked about Brian Jean-Marie, what he brings as a position coach with development and what we've seen from Aaron Beasley. What do you think about recruiting and the guys that Tennessee added in 23? Obviously, Arian Carter, huge win over Alabama, but Jalen Smith and Jeremiah Telander were two pretty good pickups as well. And then Jordan Burns in the boat, Edwin Spillman, feeling pretty confident.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be paying dividends sooner than later. I think you're going to see it this year. Obviously, I think we've knocked our linebacker recruiting out of the park. Um, I think I would have to go all the way back to Kevin Simon, Kevin Burnett years to really find a linebacker crew that I kind of liked as much as this one coming up. I know a month or two back, I started drawing some comparisons to the speed and the tenacity to some of the last couple classes that Nick Saban's had over at Alabama, and some people were yelling at old Coach Jay to pump his brakes on these linebackers, but I'm not gonna. I'm all gas on these guys. I think we've done our evaluations extremely well, and I'm in love with a lot of the linebackers we've had. As a matter of fact, if we have any problem, I think it's going to be keeping all of them on campus in the modern transfer portal age. So that's Coach Jay's kind of feeling on it, but it's a good problem to have, guys. It's a great problem to have. Um, I don't know. I guess you could kind of make the argument we haven't had that true like top number one uh, man who will go unnamed who's going to Clemson this year type linebacker, but
We got one that's a
it,
true freshman on campus
if
right
you
now.
point it, if you what does the youth say, Boogie? No cap, no cap, right? No, no, is that it? Is that what they're
You're
saying?
asking
No.
the wrong guy. I had to
Okay, all
Google
right, all right. Well,
I tried to Google flash in the pan today to try to make sure I
okay,
got it
well,
right.
X or Gabe or someone come back and tell me what it is. One of the younger talking balls. No cap, and not because I'm just wearing orange glasses. But if you gave me the choice, I would take Arian Carter over Mr. Brown, straight up.
Yeah, dude, man, I'm so excited to see. And you mentioned transfer portal. We got one more play we're going to take a look at here in just a second. It's the reality of college football in 2023. I made a video earlier this week talking about the offensive side of the ball and talking about that wide receiver room. And guess what? There's a ton of talent in there, and you're not going to keep them all satisfied, especially if you got guys like Mike Matthews on the way. You go get a Ryan Wingo. You got Nathan Laycock, Squirrel White. You've got so much talent in that room. You're not going to keep them all satisfied. But guess what? Iron sharpens iron. Competition
Hmm.
breeds success. The best players will play, and the ones that transfer out, guess what? They're not the best players. So
Yeah,
that's okay. And if they seek playing time elsewhere, that's fine. That's college football in 2023. Give me all the talent. Let the best player play, and let the other ones go find success elsewhere. I got no problem with that at all.
indeed.
None at all. One more play here from Jordan Burns as we wrap up this film breakdown. If you guys like what we're doing, smash the thumbs up, hit the join button, hit the thanks button, do all the things. We would appreciate it.
There we go. And here we go. Asking you shall receive. We see more of a little bit of a natural 4-3 here on the football field.
Yes.
The old Boogie Bentley defense. We got twins to the bottom of the screen. We have our X wide receiver to the top of the screen in motion. We have a pistol formation. Boogie, if you want to run it until that X wide receiver that's coming in motion towards the twins settles in wing formation, maybe pause it right in there, right when he settles in that. Yeah, we saw, you know, uh, Jordan kind of started to shuffle with him and just shuffled out a little bit. You know, there's nothing wrong with resetting your feet. I like that he didn't pop outside with him because it tips off whether you're in zone or man, right? If you're in man, you're going to follow him and bump out. But I don't mind just a little small reset like that. What we're going to get here is we're going to get a counter. So that wide receiver came in motion who settled in the wing back is going to pull back to the side he motioned from. The guard is going to pull, and just like we were talking about with reading your offensive lineman's step, when those offensive linemen pull, we need to step down with the foot to the direction that they're pulling to, right? So, Boogie, if you just want to let it play and pause it after Jordan has taken that first step towards the pulling side, just that first down step, right? Pop, there you go. Perfect. Now, a lot of backside linebackers want to knife in through that little hole between his end and his tackle and completely knife in. But the problem with that is a lot of times you're going to get caught in the wash when you do that, okay? We don't want to play catch as linebackers, but when we're a backside linebacker, we want to make sure we're sitting in that backside hole. We're not getting too deep and getting too washed out of it. So, Boogie, if you want to maybe just let a tick or two go more, let me maybe pop, pop, pop. There you go. Watch. See him just sit in that backside hole. Now, it's almost like you're thinking, Coach, he should just attack that running back through. But I don't know if you can see it right behind Seven's, right hip, who's the defensive end on this play. There's a perfect backside gap going on here, and Jordan is just sitting in that backside gap. The running back pops through. Let's go ahead and watch the running back maybe run to about the 49-yard line, 48, pops through, sees that nothing's going, and pulls backside at the great pause point or stop point when it did. He pops back through. Jordan's just comfortable waiting, doesn't give up any yardage, perfect backside. And it's so pivotal, guys. If he overshoots that or gets pulled into the wash and he cuts backside, no one's behind him. That play is going for 6. Maybe the safety makes a play in the open field, but he's kind of got a referee between him and that backside cut. So you could find yourself in a heap of trouble right here if you overrun this, if you get caught in the wash with your other linebackers. Jordan, just a high intelligent play. And once again, he plays fast, he plays aggressive, he plays smart, but he doesn't overshoot his responsibility, and he understands that he needs to be there for his teammates, not just be a complete blind wrecking ball, but a laser guided missile, a missile with purpose, a weapon that can play through different schemes and different options by an offense.
Well, that's going to do it for this one. That's the film breakdown on Jordan Burns, 4-star, 3-star linebacker, wherever you want to look. I'm more concerned with what Brian Jean-Marie thinks about him. This has been a fun one. I love it. Man, when I looked at what you had sent me, and I'm like, oh, it's two defensive players that we're gonna break down. Kai Bates and
Hmm.
Jordan Burns. I always get fired up for that. If you guys dig the content, smash the thumbs up, jump into the comment section. Who do you want us to do a live stream on? We'll probably do one last head-to-head film breakdown live before we get into the season because it's go time. We are right around the corner. August the 2nd, Wednesday, August the 2nd, kicks off fall camp. Fall practice will be full steam ahead. Probably going to do a live stream that Wednesday night. I will keep you guys up to date and let you know. But like I said, jump in the comments. Let us know what you want on that last live film breakdown. This series will close up soon, and then we'll bring it back probably in January, full steam ahead. But that is going to do it for this one. He's Coach Jay. My name is Boogie Bentley. This is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. Go Big Orange.